Hello, this is Dee with DJ Designs, and I have a fun tutorial today. It is denim, recycled denim or upcycled denim with foil. And I did use my laser cutter to cut this. I got my inspiration from Sherika Original Handcraft Designs, and I will put a link in the description. She has awesome tutorials, and I have learned a lot from her tutorials. Okay? Basically, the technique is taking foil and layer on adhesive design. And I'm also going to show you how to make this wonderful template that you can reuse, okay? All right, well, stay tuned and we will get started. Okay, I found my design and I'm cutting my design on my M1X tool. And as you can see, it is cutting. And if you notice, I put my air assist on and the little pieces of glue all over the place. But anyway, I didn't want any burn marks on it, but it did come out very nicely. Okay, so I trimmed it a little bit, just so the edges, if I have to repeat, the edges will be smaller so that I can see where to overlap. But as you can see, that turned out really nice. Can't wait to try this. But this is made with coated cardstock. And you can use this a few times. It's not permanent, but this was the easiest way for me to do it without changing the blade on my X tool. So let's see how it turned out. Okay, so I'm using a pair of old jeans that don't fit me anymore. And I'm recycling, or upcycling is what they call it, when you make something better out of something that is old. So I'm going to pretty much cut it here. Yeah, I think I'll just cut it here. And this is basically all I'm doing is just cutting it so that we can get a sample. I might use this edge, that's why I'm cutting it so far. I use every piece, just like the hog. So I'll probably use this for something else. Okay. And make sure it's a flat piece. I'm gonna cut this because I don't want the seam showing when I'm working with my template. So I'll cut this seam out. And it's very simple, just, you know, cut a square or cut a piece that would work for your template. Now I know my template is a little bigger, that's if I'm doing bigger projects, but you can use the template if you have smaller areas, and, you know, of course I'll show you how to do that. Okay, all right, so now we are ready to put the first coat so we can get our foil ready. Okay, so I'm using the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo. There are some other products you can use, but this is the only one that I've experimented with and have good luck. Excuse me. So basically I'm just placing it on the denim, and I just put a piece of tape just to hold it still. And I'm going to put a generous amount of the Deco Foil Transfer Gel. And, you know, I have to be careful because, well, I guess I need to get a softer brush, and that would stop me from tearing up my template. So I'll use a softer and a smaller brush so I can really get into, yeah, definitely use a softer brush. Yeah, softer brush, and this will save you from tearing up your temporary foil. You probably get a few uses out of this, but like I said, this was easier for me to do it this way without having to change my blade. And I'm going to cover each area and put as much as I can. Put a healthy amount, good amount on here so that the foil would adhere pretty good. Okay, all right, I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I finished up all the nooks and crannies, and I'm going to probably do the other end. And this basically how it looks once I pull it off, just with the first layer. And I'm going to put this over here very carefully, and I'll finish up the other side. Okay, my Deco Transfer Gel Duo is dry, and as you can see, I tried to fill up the whole piece. Okay, and I have a piece of foil. You can use any foil. I've had this in my stash for a while, but you can use any foil, and make sure you place shiny side up. Okay, I'm using the no heat method, which you place the foil shiny side up and you just burnish it. You could use any tool. I had this in my stash. Can't remember what it was for, but you can use a back of a paintbrush. You could use really anything that would give a good burnish. I like this because it has a curved bottom and it won't tear up the foil or mar the foil. But just give it a good burnish. This gives it more like a distressed look. And I have experimented with even some colorful ones, and it turned out really nice. Okay, so let's see how that's looking so far. Ooh, yes. Cannot wait to finish it. And we're going to design some earrings using the X2 M1. And this is the machine I use. I got it a little over a year ago, and I really learned a lot about this machine and all the things and techniques that you could use with this machine to create beautiful earrings and other things as well, but I mostly use to create earrings. All right, I think that's pretty good. Ooh, that's looking really good. I mean, really good. Look at that. Can you see that? Wow. Love, love, love it. And you can, what I like about this, you can go over it. Like, see, I went over it a little bit, and more of the foil will come out. So don't worry if you didn't press enough. Before you pull the entire thing off, make sure you got enough pressure on it, you know, to at least give it a distressed look. I'm really liking the way that came out, but I could see spots that could have used more. So I'm just going over it a little bit. Really liking that. Wow. Really, really like that. This way here, you don't have to use any heat or any extra equipment for this. And it gives it a nice distressed light foil look. Really, really liking that. Okay. Really, really liking that. And sometimes I use two colors, but in this case I wanted to use it all. Now this is the edge it didn't quite cover, so I'm going to go back over this and cover this. It's very forgiving. That's what I like about this. Very forgiving. And you can go over it and make it a little deeper if you like. See, like here is light. I'm just going to go over it like that. And it picked it right up. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go over just a little bit of the areas to make sure that I got good coverage on most of it. But I'm really liking the way that looks. Wow. Okay, so let's get the fabric adhered to the wood, and we're going to cut some earrings. Okay, we are going to adhere the fabric. I did trim it a little bit so that it'll fit nicely on the 3mm basswood. That's what I'm going to use it for this project. And also your template, you can use this again. What I suggest you do, and I have not tried it, but I bet it would work, to put some Mod Podge over it, and it'll stiffen it, and it might last a little bit longer. Okay. All right. Like to use Alene's Tacky glue. That's my choice that I like to use for, like it's getting stuck, to adhere the fabric to the wood. It does a good job, and this is the one that I use. So I'm just going to put a good amount on there. And then I like to use pieces of old t-shirts to spread it. It spreads evenly. And I used to forget to clean the brushes after I used it, and I'd ruin brushes that way. So this works for me. So they're just old t-shirts that I don't use anymore. So, okay. All right, and I'm going to just place it on the 3mm basswood, and then burnish it real good. Make sure you got it all the way to the end. And I'm going to put a little more on the edges, because sometimes that doesn't get all the way to the edge. And just burnish it as best you can. You can use your hand. Okay. And let that dry, I want to say about 30 minutes before you cut it. And then we're going to make some earrings. Okay, so we finished cutting our sample earrings. Nice. Wow, look at that. Okay. All right, let's get them all finished. And we got our round ones. Okay, now we're going to paint the backs of these earrings. We're going to do a complete earring. So this is how they look. They came out pretty nice. I really like that. And I'm going to go on and paint the backs. And then the next, I'm only going to do a couple just to show you. And at the end, I'll show you all of the completed earrings. Okay. So you paint the backs. I use this stick, and it usually keeps it in place while I'm painting the backs. And use a coordinating color. This is navy blue. I got this from Hobby Lobby, my favorite craft store. And then after I get these all painted, then we'll put the hardware on. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, on these big round ones, I think I'm going to paint the backs. I'm going to do a little design using the fan brush. I got this from Hobby Lobby, but it's any fan brush, or you can paint the backs however you want. I like it because it has like a fan, and you can do a design on the back of them, which gives it a nice touch. And you'll see what I mean once I get it all together. Okay. Okay, I'm putting the hardware, the jump rings, on the large one. I did have to make my own rings because the rings that I had in my stash was too small. So I'll show you right quick how to do that. There is another video that I did show the method on how to do this. And you just can't find this size sometimes, so you have to make your custom earrings. So I'll show you in 1 second, but I just wanted to get this on, complete this. Get this all okay, and we have both earrings done. Okay, and I'll show you how to right quick. I have the multiple size on my circular. I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but all you do is start at the top, pinch it, open, turn, and just keep open, turn. With this one, you can probably get enough for 2 pairs because the barrel is kind of short. So I've been successful to get enough for 2 pairs, which is okay. Two at a time is good. And make sure you use the flat part of these clippers because it gives it an even blunt cut. Okay. All right, and all you do is you take the tip, and I go one at a time. It's easier, and just clip them off like that. And there you have it. Okay. So that gives you 4 rings, and so I have enough for the next one. Okay. All right, we're going to do the next pair. I don't know if the smaller rings might fit that. I might not have to use the larger rings. So let's see if these smaller rings fit. If not, I have some made. So I'm just going to put this in right quick. Oh yeah, this works. And this is another pair. Okay. But first, what I want to do is paint the sides, and that's a step you do before the hardware. So let me get, I think I want to do silver contrast. It's good to do a contrasting color when you're painting the sides. I use a marker, like a paint marker, rather than a brush, because the brush, you know, it's hard to keep in line. So this works for me. I use the marker from Hobby Lobby. It's the metallic paint marker. It's less than $2, I think I paid for it. And also, too, I did find these Posca markers. And this particular one has all the metallics and white. So I did try that. Both work fine, but my favorite is this metallic paint marker, maybe because I've been using it the longest. But I'll show you both so you can see what I mean, okay? And actually, this silver marker has a good coating of paint on it. And I'm going to use the Posca marker, the silver one. I found these in Walmart. I was actually grocery shopping and didn't intend to buy it, but I made a mistake and went to the craft aisle, and that's what happens. Yeah, so I'll use it this time just to show you the Posca paint is really good. I had heard a lot about it, and I said, okay, well, let me try it to see. It literally looks like I'm painting the edges with silver paint. And like I said, this step should be done prior to putting on the hardware. So it's just a little easier, especially when you're getting the edge right here. I mean, you can get it done, but it's best to do it before. Okay. And when you push down on it, that's when it releases more of the ink or the paint. See, that gives it a nice finish. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and like I said, if you push it down, that's when it releases more of the paint. Really like these markers. And I'll get the corner. Okay. And let's see, I don't know what hardware I want to put on this. I don't know whether I want to use these pinch bail clips, which is really nice. It gives it a nice look. Or I can do the traditional jump ring and then the earring wire. But this might make it a little bit too long. So, but nah, let's go with this, okay? Let's open this up. And, oh, I forgot these are for necklaces, so I always have to pull that off. Sorry about that. Okay. And they made a mistake and sent me the one for the necklaces. But that's okay, because all I have to do is dual purpose, because all I have to do is just clip that little piece off, and, you know, it's made for earrings. Okay, so there you have it. That looks really nice. I really like that, okay? And I'm going to put the backings, the posts on the back of these, okay? All right, well, let me finish up and then I'll show you how they all came out. Okay, this will conclude my tutorial on foil earrings. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I want to thank Sherry from Sherika Original Handcrafted Designs again for her inspiration on this project. She really has bumped my business up with these tutorials that she does on YouTube. I spend a lot of time looking at her videos, and I'm sure you'll enjoy looking at her videos as well. I'll put a link in the description so it'll be easy for you to go to her YouTube channel. And these are how the earrings turned out. They turned out very nice. And I didn't put the posts on these, but I did want to show you how the shape looks. And these are the ones that I did like the back. And I think I'm going to put a coat of clear varnish on it, so it'll give it a nice sheen in the back. And I might do some resin on one or two of them just to see. It is denim. Typically, I don't put resin on denim, but I think that would look nice with the foil. I'll try that out and show it in a future video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.